Oh, that's a fantastic goal.
Let's take it down. Good advantage for Spurs. It's to be fouled. Oh, Shane. That's going to have a crack. He is, you know. Oh, I say!
Messi. Oh, brilliant skill from Lionel Messi. Surging forward with real menace here. Brilliant from Messi. Oh, what a goal that is!
Yes, good morning everyone. Savva here, Football Heritage TV. It is a lovely, lovely sunny Thursday morning here in South London. And we are live. It's 5:10. It is Thursday and International Week is over. Praise the footballing gods that the International Week is over, or the International 2 week. This is the show, obviously, where I ask you to put in your comments. I ask you for your questions. Just put a capital Q and then the question, and we'll get through to them. We just have a general chat, nice chilled vibes, no trolling, no funny business. We just have a little football conversation. By the way, today at 5:30 p.m, we will have maybe 5:30 or 6. We will have a Q&A, a live Q&A show where I invite people to come on, ask a question. We have the chat, and then they jump off and someone else comes on. So a live fan phoning Q&A will be at 5:30, 6 o'clock. I'll let you know in the next hour or so what time it will be. Big up to each and every one of you. What's happened in the world of Tottenham? Well, we've had obviously the news yesterday about Richarlison looking to go and see a psychologist. Looks like he's got a few demons there that need to be treated. So fair play to him for that. You've got the Premier League squad. Spurs' Premier League squad has been announced. No real shocks, I don't think. I don't know. People might tell me I don't think there was any real shocks. Some people seem to be shocked that Lloris and Dyer did get given a number, but I don't think there was any way in which they weren't, all the while we have a squad this size. So no one missed out, no real surprises. And we go with this squad for 15 or 16 more games until the January transfer window opens. So that'll be interesting to see what Spurs have got planned. We've got Sheffield United at home on Saturday. I think most people are going to have this down as a Spurs banker. I'm always wary of saying anything's a given, but these are the games you've got to win. Let's call a spade a spade. These are the games of football you've got to win. If you do not beat the likes of Sheffield United at home, what can you really be hoping for your season? These are the games you've got to win, especially with Arsenal, the noisy neighbours, up next. And then double, especially with Liverpool right round the corner after Arsenal. So it's a really big game. I think we'll win. I think we'll win comfortably. But we've seen slip-ups before, haven't we? So, but big up to absolutely everybody in here. Smash the button on your way in. Keep subscribing. Isn't really a massive target for anyone, but it is a little milestone. So if you would like to subscribe, then please do. No one's forcing you to. Let's have a look. Let's see who's in the chat, shall we? Who is in the chat? Good morning. Good morning. There's loads of people in the chat. Let's have a look. So, Paul, let me see if I can get to as many as possible. Good morning to Vinny Rowley. How you doing, man? How is life as an 18-year-old? Celebrated your birthday over the last week. How is it? Has it changed? Any more responsibility? Getting alcohol a lot easier? You let me know, mate. Just a girl with us Spurs. Big up, Kate. Said morning. Hope you're well, lovely. Thank you very much, Kate. I am good, thank you. Big kisses to Stewie and Frank. Maybe to Stewie. Frank, you never see. Frank is his own little man. He goes and does his own little thing downstairs in the garden. He potters around while I stream. Stewie is right by my feet. Good morning to Kesh Singh. Morning, Savva. Hope you're well. And everyone in the chat. Good morning to Scott Colliver. Yes, I'm well. Hope everyone else is. Daniel said, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Nizard Shah said, you're always on YouTube. What do you do for a living? Does anyone else want to give Nisarj the answer? It would be weird as a full-time YouTuber to not always be on YouTube. There's your answer. Good morning to Epistemic Autocracy. Said morning, Savva and the gang. Big up to you. Good morning, Steve. Good morning. One of my favourite, Steve, Strasbourg Steve, said, I hope you and your family are doing good. Listen, been a strange couple of days, couple of weeks, but we're getting there, mate. We're getting there. Thank you for asking and thank you for sending nice messages. Appreciate it. The crispy cockerel. Oh, I said, morning, Savva chat. Watched your Matisse's video yesterday. That Lawless is... No, listen, me and Lawless just have... Listen, me and Lawless are cool. Me and Lawless are friends. But we do get heated. I'm passionate about Spurs. He's passionate about West Ham. It's a football debate. That's all it is. Yes, Steve, thank you. Thank you. Vasil Roska said, good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Vasil. Hope you are well. Hope you are well, Vasil. Jim said, good morning, Savva and chat. Hit the likes, people. Get it done nice and early. Absolutely smash the likes. And then YouTubers don't have to keep asking. Flat Cap Pete, the Cockney Spurs, said, morning, Savva. Glad to see Prem is back. Hope to do my first stream later today. Big up to you, mate. Big up to you. Let us know what's your channel called. Let us know. And any advice you need, just reach out, my friend. Mike, yeah, so okay, yeah, absolutely. Oh God, is this going to be a thing? Oh God. Siraj, big up everyone. Big up to you. Big up to Crossbones Gaming. Big up to you as well. El Tel is here. Says, buenos dias, Ricardo Savva. Big up to you, Tel. Hope you are well, my man. Hope you are well. Okay. Listen, Nisarj, I'm just a friendly warning. You're now spamming the chat with questions about how much money I earn and what I do for a living. I am a full-time YouTuber. I earn enough money to live. Otherwise, I wouldn't do it. And just to dispel a myth, the amount of money you make isn't based on the number of subscribers you have. So hopefully that settles down your eagerness to know about YouTubers and what they earn. Big up, Strasbourg Steve, just coming in with a super sticker. Big up to you, my man. Always a massive support of the channel. Hope you are well, brother. And I'll speak to you a bit later. Jamie, morning all, and Savva. Jamie, that shirt will be with you tomorrow, mate. So the James Madison shirt will be with you tomorrow. I said no to Lloris and Dyer. Let's move on from them. Well, we haven't. They're still here. They're still in the squad. So I guess the question is, how much game time do we think Lloris and Dyer are going to see? Is Hugo Lloris going to be our sub goalkeeper, or is he just going to be floating around the squad and only get any minutes if Forster and Vicario are injured? Big up KPV. Good morning, Carl. Said, morning, everybody. How's your Thursday going thus far? Thus far, so good. How are you, Carl? Hope you're well, my friend. Always a big supporter of all the channels. Morning, Kate. Good morning to you. Hope you're well. Morning to Mark Cousins. So morning, Savva. I'm going to donate next week when I get paid, seeing as I missed the weekend. Mark, no worries. Listen, the Just Giving page is open. There still needs for me to add the YouTube money to it when it comes through at the end of the month. But at the moment, yes, we did raise over £4,600 for the British Heart Foundation. So well done to everyone who came on and donated and helped me get to that stage. Phil, big up Philly. My brother has said, do you believe the conversation between Eric Dyer and Daniel Levy was enough to convince Ange to have him in the squad? No, I believe that he's there because of the numbers. Like, my first thought was, is anyone going to miss out? And as far as I can see, to my untrained eye, and we'll go through the squad announcement in a minute, as far as I can see, no one's missed out, have they? And I think, obviously, Tanganga going out on loan, Sanchez being sold, Ndombele going out on loan, it meant that he didn't have questions to answer. If we're being brutally honest, this meant that he didn't have the questions to answer. So, no, I don't believe so. I think he's there purely because the numbers are there. Like there's enough numbers for him, and he's still a Spurs player. Rodney, good morning to you. 1 second. Sorry, just suddenly felt really dry. Good morning to you, Rodney. I hope you're well. Always in the chat. Always a big supporter of the channel. Hope you are well. Scooter Reacts said, evening, Savva. Any injuries suffered by our boys for the internationals? Not that I can see. Not that I've seen reported. We obviously had the worry for the players that were out there, but I don't. Sorry, 1 second. What's going on there? Is that? Yeah. Okay. But I haven't seen any news. Let me know in the chat who has seen any news. Are we missing Are we going to miss anyone through to injury because of the internationals? Angelo, so he thinks Hugo and Eric will get paid out in Jan. It's an interesting one. I think in Jan, they don't need to be paid out, right? Can't they sign for another club for free in January? My understanding of it. Andy Grant said, morning, Savva. International breaks in October and November. I know. Don't. It upsets me greatly. But it's done for the moment. Let's worry about that in October. Big up John Langford in the house who's just saying my name. Big up to you as well, John. And there is the link for anyone if they would like to subscribe. Jim, big up to you, my friend. Hope you're feeling better. So, question, Savva. A lot of people are saying Ange is a Levy man. I personally do not believe it one bit. Your thoughts, please. Right. So we have this all the time, don't we? We get, is a manager a yes man? Is it a Levy type of manager? Well, I think that I get those questions. I get where people are coming from. But let's be fair, everyone's a Levy manager because he hires all of them. And I suppose you have to not bow down, that's not the right word. Sorry, you have to be mindful of your boss in any job, right? I mean, Ange coming in, he can say, I want X, Y, Z. It doesn't mean he's going to get X, Y, Z. There might be other factors. The same way that everyone just said, oh, give Antonio Conte Bastoni. Cool, give him Bastoni. But if Bastoni doesn't want to come and the price is too much and all of that, then it doesn't matter. So I don't know. I don't think so. I think he looks very switched on. He looks very much like he looks very much his own man. Looks like he'll make his own decisions. I don't see it like that. But I'm guessing, Jim, people are going to think what they want. I think a lot of the problem at Tottenham Hotspur, and we're all guilty of this, is there's been so much ups and downs in the tenure of ENIC and Levy that obviously opinions get formulated over that time. And I say opinionating, facts happen over that time. They're formulated and we've got history. When you see how they act over that time, it is difficult to then suddenly just go, oh, everything's changed. We'll see if everything's changed. The test isn't in hiring Postecoglou. The test isn't in this season. The test is going to be each window when it comes to backing a manager, building a squad. What do they do? That's the test for me. What do they do with building scouting networks? What do they do with a director of football? I think there's a lot of questions behind that, but good question, Jim. I like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He'll never be sacked. He'll walk. He'll walk after the Euros, I think, if he doesn't win it. If he does, we'll have to. Well, if he does, fair enough. But I think he won't win the Euros, and then I think he'll walk. Good morning, Philly. Good morning to you, brother. Nick Brown is in the house. He can't wait for Saturday and pray for a good win. Big up to you, Nick. Yeah, I think everyone has been waiting for this Premier League season to resume. So we say, completely tongue-tied there. Big up to Just a Harmless Potato. Love that account. Great name. Absolutely, Kate. Smash up the likes, people. We should be on over 100 likes by now. So please smash that like button. As I always say, most YouTubers do. That is how YouTubers, I say we get paid. It brings people to our show. And that's how we make our money from viewers. So, yeah, that would be great. Philly says Stewie sounds a lot like Eric Dyer, clingy. He is, but his man-to-man marking is a lot better. Big up to John Langford, just sticking in a super sticker. Thank you, John. No need to do that, but thank you so much. It is appreciated. Thank you very much. Loves music. I said, morning, Savva. Now those horrific internationals are over. That's me back to the Ange train. Absolutely, brother. Hope you are well. Yeah, man. We need to get back to some football. We need to get back to enjoying. Like, it is a chore, isn't it? Can we be really, really honest? It is a chore. Getting through the international weeks. We all try our best, but it is a chore. Just a girl who loves Spurs said, "Wow, Philly, big up to you." Sorry, my camera's gone a little. Oh, God, what's going on there? Hopefully, is that better? No, it doesn't really get my head in, does it? Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Normally everything is fine, but today just seems my camera seems a little bit weird, a little bit off center. There you go. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. I think my camera's zoomed out for some reason. There we go. Let's do that. That's much better. Big up to everyone. Morning, Savva and the chat. 52 hours and 50 minutes till kickoff. Stefan is not counting, ladies and gentlemen. He is not counting. Jack Dice says, morning, Savva. Only 2 days until we go to watch Udogie play football. Yeah. Listen, let's hope that it's the same 11 that beat Burnley. I'll be honest, I don't want to see any changes. I'll be disappointed if we make any changes, to be honest. I don't think there needs to be any changes from a team that won 5-2. Big up, John. Hope you're well, mate. I like the video you sent me last night. Thank you for that. Kuva said, Savva, can you make that noise again when you read out the crispy cockerel? Oh, God, what did I do? I'll watch it back. What did I do, Kuva? Oh, God. Big up, Jay Kismet. You'll never walk alone. Bless Savva. Hope all is well, bro. Well with me. Thank you very much. Hope all is well with you. Good morning to Mario. Good morning to Balpinda. Hope you're well, my friend. The PH family. So do we have any updates on Romero? Hope he's fit. As far as I can see, I don't think anyone's come back with any injuries. I've not seen anything. I guess you're talking to that guy asking about how much money I earn from YouTube. Yeah. Green Alert said, I said yes to both because 25 is better than 23 and I don't know who else is left. Yeah, so DJ Green Alert is talking about the poll. We'll get some results on that a bit later. The question was, should Dyer and Lloris have been registered in the squad? And the options were yes to both, no to both, Lloris only, or Dyer only. We'll get to that a bit later. We've got 125 votes. Once we get over the 200 vote mark, we'll have a look. And keep smashing the likes. We should be well over 100 by now, people. We're only on 75. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, listen, I don't think I ask any of you how much you earn, do I? And let's be brutally honest, I'm never ever going to tell you how much money I earn from YouTube, am I? Look, who goes around the internet telling people how much they earn, unless it's idiots like Jake Paul and what's his name, the Tates and all them. Who goes around telling anyone what they earn? Good morning to everyone. I won't be able to go through all of them, or we'll be here all day. But good morning to absolutely everyone. Liam, Ndombele didn't miss out. Ndombele's gone on loan to Galatasaray, mate. The Ginger Cockerels, a big up Savva. Is Hugo being mentioned in the squad a consequence of Spurs' inability to get players out, or can Lloris be an effective mentor for Vicario? Good question. Both. I would say both. I would say that, look, Spurs have accepted offers from Nice and Lazio for Hugo Lloris, and he's turned both down. Keeps talking about a project that he wants. He's 37 soon. What project could he possibly want to undertake at the age of 37? I'm not sure. Big up Angus is in the chat. Where did I see? There you go. Big up Angus. I said, morning, Savva. My dad's starting radiotherapy today, which I'm a little bit nervous about. Dude, look, love and thoughts with your family. Do you know what, Angus? I'm going to tell you something. You don't be nervous. You put on that big, brave face. You get there, you sit by your dad's side through all of it, and you be positive. That's the only advice I can give you. Yeah. And I know that sounds horrible, but these moments, we have to be strong for those around us that are going through the pain. So that's all I can say is in private, do your thing. Be emotional. In public, around your dad, put that brave face on. Put that brave face on that you do when you pretend Arsenal are a good team. That's the brave face you've got to find. But listen, I hope all goes well, and big up to Daddy McDowell. So I hope all goes well, my friend. DJ Green Alert said that Brian Hill is out until November. This man always seems to be injured, doesn't he? Always seems to be injured. Angus has come back in and said it can tell you something, that Ange is not a yes man, trust me. Yeah, it's an interesting debate, isn't it? The yes man debate. Harmless Potato has said, Savva reminds me of a Hollywood actor, but who? A young Michael J. Anderson. Who is Michael J. Anderson? Shall I Google that? Hang on, I'm going to Google that. Michael J. Anderson. Who is that? Michael J. Anderson. Oh my God. Okay, this is who the Harmless Potato has said that I remind him of. This is interesting. There we go. Michael J. Anderson. I'm not I'm not really sure where you're coming from with this. I mean, I'm definitely bigger than 3'7". I'm not sure. I mean, the only thing that would bond us together is our birthdays are less than 24 hours apart. Other than that, I'm not really sure where you're going with that. Strange comment. I had a moment that said, Anne just mentioned he always gets his way and that he demands change and accepts full responsibility. So how can that be a Levy yes man? I'll let you guys have that debate in the chat. Angelo said, Angie's boss is Levy. It's about a bit of compromise. Angie's not a dumbass. Wake up. Listen, it's all about compromise when you've got a boss, right? It is. They are your boss, but it's about the relationship that you build. Shall we have a look at this? Golden Hammer, by the way, said, Savva. West Ham humbled you yesterday. It's a fact we're a bigger club than you. We will finish very close to Spurs, if not above you. I will leave the rest of the chat to deal with this comment. I have no need to get involved. I'll leave the rest of the chat to gobble you up and spit you out. It's absolutely fine. 123 Bus said, Savva, the list of homegrown players you showed is so bad. It needs to be sorted. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's bring that up. Let's have a look, shall we, at the list of homegrown players. Here we go. So this is the official list. There we go, Spurs squad. Hopefully, can everyone see that? Hope everyone can see that. Okay, so if we look at the homegrown, and then we look at 123 Bus's comment, a big worry for me, a really, really big worry for me. First of all, 123 Bus, you've got 3 goalkeepers in the 8. So nearly 50%, just under 50% of your total is goalkeepers. I look at it like this. I look at it as, if you look at this 8, how many of them will be there for the long term and how many of them will then need to be replaced? I.e., Ben Davies, how long will he be here for? Realistically, Ben Davies should be one of those going in the next year. Fraser Forster, how long will he be here for? He's what, 34 maybe? I don't know. Maybe he stays for a while. Brandon Austin, Alfie Whiteman, what if they ever actually want to go and play some football? Oliver Skipp, I don't see a future for him here for many years. I think he'll be here for another year and a half. I don't think he's good enough moving forward. Ryan Sessegnon is definitely not good enough. I think that he was probably saved this summer due to being injured. And then you've got the obvious 2 that are definitely staying, obviously Brendan Johnson and James Maddison. When you look at that, that is a real concern for me for the lack of homegrown depth. But make your own minds up. Let me know what you think on that. Big up Craig. I said, big up, greetings for the future here in Sydney. Big up to you out there in the future. John Langford has said, Savva, do you think we'll see Johnson given some playing time? I think he'll come on as a sub this weekend. I'd be surprised if Ange changed the 11. I just me personally, I don't see the need to change a winning team. Maybe that's just me, but I don't see the need to do it. Pat Butcher said, good morning from Dublin, Savva. Good morning, Pat Butcher. How are you? What's the weather like that in Dublin? I'll show you the weather here. You'll be able to see the moment I do this. Look at that. It is absolutely glorious out there today. So I will be getting in the sun at some point. Kuva, big up to you, Kuva said, I think Ange is a blunt force trauma, levels of open and honest opinions. I think Levy puts trust in him because of it. Otherwise, he wouldn't have hired him. Ange is no yes man and never will be. I don't disagree with you. Do you know what the best thing about that West Ham fan coming in having a dig at me is the first person that's had a go at him isn't even a Spurs fan. It's an Arsenal fan. Oh, how funny is that? DJ Greenlight said, Savva, would you say that even though Ange didn't get the players he was after, that Levy did support him more than he did Conte? Oh, God, there's a question. I would say that Ange did get the players he wanted, right? I was led to believe that Brendan Johnson was his first choice, that Van de Ven was his first choice centre-half, that Maddison was his first choice. I mean, you can look at it and say, okay, we didn't get David Raya, but I wouldn't say that was not Levy getting it for him. I would say that no one paid the 40 million. Conte, for me, I thought Conte had some players. Let's be fair. We're all talking about how good Papa Sarr is. We're all talking about how good Basuma is and one of the best midfielders in the league, right? We're all talking about Romero. We're all talking about Porro. We're all talking about Son, Kulusevski. Conte had all these players. He had these players. So, look, for me, look, I know Conte wanted the likes of Bastoni and Vardial, but again, I'm a little bit more pragmatic than some. And I just don't believe it was ever an inevitability. I don't ever believe that was a reality that was going to happen. Wolves, Finland. Yeah, I know. Yeah, more international breaks. Big up Jamie. I said, yeah, smash the likes for the man. Absolutely. Come on, people. We should be on nearly 200 likes. We're only on 97. Smash that like button. And please do vote in the poll so that once we get to 200 votes, we can look at the results of the poll as well. Good morning. It's a good day today. It just feels like a nice day today, doesn't it? Good morning to Chris C. Toronto, who said, early good morning, Savva. The only good thing about being unable to sleep is that I'm able to listen live. Thank you very much. Yeah. Big up to you. Thank you, Chris. Big up to you for watching all the way out there in Australia. In Toronto. Apologies. Big up, Dave H. So good morning, Savva. Big up yourself, my daily watch. Big up to you, my friend. Just quickly, we've got a super chat here from Jim, who said, just a guy who loves Spurs. Jim, we love you so much, man. I said, Savva, how nice to see fans so looking forward to games now. Smiling and happy instead of moaning and peed off. Us fans are in a good place. Love Ange. Sure. Yeah, as I've said many times, Jim, last year during the international breaks, I didn't really care because getting back to club football was watching Conte put 10 men behind the ball. Now it's like, can't wait to get to the game. I will be having a watch along, people. I will be having a live watch along from 2 p.m. on Saturday, and then this week we're going to have the live watch along, and then we're going to have a post-match fan phone-in show as well, so that should be good fun. Big up to you, Jim. Thank you so much. Can't agree with you more, my friend. And East London Gooner, I thought you already were a channel member, but maybe you're renewing, or maybe I got it wrong, but welcome to the Football Heritage TV family. What I would say is, even if people aren't going to become a member, big up to you, East London Gooner. Thank you so much. Please smash the subscribe button, people. We've got over 330 people in the house. Not one subscriber yet today. Let's tickle that like button. The link is in the chat and it's pinned. So please do tickle that like button, that subscribe button. It really, really does help, especially as people have mentioned that I have gone full time. Just trying to make sure I get through to everyone. Hang on. Kuvra said, the noise you made when reading out the crispy cockerel was really, really camp, and I nearly spat my tea out. Oh, I'll have to go back and watch. I didn't. Oh, good God. Just a girl who loves Spurs. A question. I'm not suggesting this is the case with Richarlison, but do you think there's a chance we can see out-of-form players using the mental health excuse as it's such a sensitive subject? Oh, it's a real tough one, isn't it? Whenever we talk about mental health, it's a real tough one. Somebody that's been through that myself, someone that's been through depression, someone that's been through the whole kind of not wanting to be here, suicide vibe many years ago. It's tough because it consumes you. It takes everything over. Definitely in the world of football, it becomes a really taboo subject because I look at Richarlison in two ways. I look at him as a footballer and think, I don't rate you at all. You're not a good footballer. And I don't apologise for that. I never will. I think they're footballers. We're allowed to say that. On the other hand, you look at it and go, if the guy has got some mental health problems, if he has if he is, depression or early signs of depression and needs to go and get that sorted out with a psychologist, then you hope that he goes and gets the best care. Everyone deserves that, whether they're a good footballer or not. Everyone deserves that, whether they're a rich person in life, a poor person in life, whether they're white, black, whether they're Asian, whether they're from Mars, whether they're from Earth, whether they're from Mars. I think everybody deserves that. So it's a real difficult subject, that one, because what I've seen already is people making that leap of, oh, you guys are out of order for saying he's not good. Look at his mental health. And it's like, well, me not rating him as a footballer forever, I've never rated him, doesn't tie in with that he's having problems now with his mental health. But look, it's a tough subject. It really is a tough subject that people are going to have a go at you, however nicely you try and put that. Yeah, listen, it's fine. Listen, I earn enough. I'm sure we all earn enough for what we need in our own lives. That's the key thing. Big up to each and every one of you. Yeah, no, Kate, I get where you're coming from. Said I don't want anyone to think I'm stressing that at all, as I suffer with mental health issues, but something I thought about. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, I really, he's in the best place. He's a multi-millionaire footballer that can afford the best help. Spurs can afford to get him the best help. Cool, go and get the best help. Go and do it. Come back, and then try and get your head down and concentrate on your football. But that doesn't mean that all of a sudden fans have to think he's good. Aaron Myers has said, I'm feeling a huge game from Basuma. Just got my new away big bad Basuma jersey in the mail here in Australia this morning. Big up to you. Yeah, I think Basuma, Sarr and Maddison are going to have all the football. If we're brutally honest, how I've watched Sheffield United this season, they will put 10 men behind the ball, camp in, and it is what it is. Kuva said, Angus McDowell, big up, buddy. Savva is right. Stay positive, stay strong. It's all you can do. The rest will take care of itself. Best wishes. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Look, things are shit. Things happen. It's bad. And you know what? Sometimes we actually get more upset when the things are happening to the ones we love rather than us. Unfortunately, we can't be like that because those people need us to be strong. Do you know what I mean? If I'm going through something, I don't need somebody upset alongside me. I need someone that's there giving me that support on that. But listen, you do you. And again, big up to your dad. Hope everything goes well, man. Keep us updated with I want good, positive news coming out of that soon. As far as insults go, calling you Michael J. Anderson is a pretty big one. I don't even know who he is, but you know. Andrew said, Savva, anyone missed the squad that you would have had in? No, I think everyone's made the squad. If I'm right, I think everyone's made the squad. I think this would have, Andrew, for me, I think this would have been more of an issue had Ndombele not gone on loan, had Tanganga not gone on loan, and Spence and all of these people. But I think we did enough outs that it meant that he didn't actually have a decision to make. So, yeah, I think it is what it is. Mark Bentley. Okay. That's all right. I mean, yeah, it's not really an insult to me. Yeah. Okay. Liam has said, wait, what? How is Sessegnon still here? I forgot he existed. I bet he broke his chocolate ankles for the upteenth time crossing the road or something. Yeah. Look, for me, again, another one who's just not good enough. Forget that he's always injured. He's just not good enough. He never was. I don't know why he was signed. And he's another one that lots of fans for 3 or 4 years, 5 years now have tried to go, but when he gets bigger, when he gets older, when he gets more confidence. And it's like, this guy is not a good footballer. Not at Premier League level anyway. Dominic Solanke is the breaking news today that he signed a new contract at Bournemouth and he'll be there until 2027. So anyone that wanted to sign Dominic Solanke, think again. Big up Rinketic is in the chat. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope you are well. Right, Angelo has said keepers are down to 4. Whiteman. Yeah, I mean, I only meant 5 in terms of the homegrown aspect. I mean, if you're Whiteman and Austin, what are you doing sticking around? Wouldn't you be off somewhere and trying to play, maybe in the Championship or League One or something? I don't know. Big up, Pat Butcher. Thank you for the nice words. Said, my favourite football show on YouTube. 100%. I'm a Liverpool supporter. Big up to you. Who have Liverpool got this weekend? Let me know. Who have Liverpool got this season? Someone else said, Ginger Cockerell said, add Sessegnon to the first out the door. Injured too often. Yeah, definitely got to go. Angus has got 27 degrees. Where are you in Scotland, Angus? Pat Butcher said it's glorious in Dublin. Apparently it's glorious all over the United Kingdom. Big up to you. But epistemic autocracy has said it's miserable up north. Where up north are you, my friend? Let me know. Wolves Finland said, consider circumstances. I can see Romero might start on the bench. But who's right centre-back then? Emerson Royal. I can't see him being on the bench. I think Spurs fans would lose their mind if he starts both games for Argentina and then isn't fit to play for Spurs. We'll see, though. I haven't seen anything saying he's injured apart from before the Argentina game. But hey, Ron has said Richarlison should start over Sonny. I don't know. I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is sarcasm. Would anyone have? Why? Can I ask why, Ron? Why would you on earth would you change that team that scored 5 goals and bring back in Richarlison? I'm just not sure. Ginger Cockerell said, what's going on in the UK with the weather, Savva? You're hotter than here in Sydney. Yeah, it's warm. It's warm at the moment. You never know over here, though. Tomorrow it could be pissing down with rain. You just don't know. Jay Sepper said, will Son start with Sheffield playing such a low block? He's got to play, hasn't he? He's got to play through the middle. I don't see how Richarlison playing against a low block helps anything, if I'm brutally honest. Yes, he did. Yeah, Bastoni said no. And then people still said, oh my God, Levy didn't get him for content. It was like, yeah, but he didn't want to come. Would you have at the time? Would you have left Inter Milan to come to Tottenham at the time? I mean, he got to a Champions League final last season with Inter. So, yeah. Big Boss Man said Conte was a virus which needed exterminating. Bit harsh, but listen, I get your sentiment and I didn't want him here, but a little bit harsh. Kuva99 said, I prefer to look at it being a cap of 17 foreign players. The rest can be either homegrown or academy who don't need to be registered. We needn't worry. Over the next few years, it will fill out. I agree, whilst we've not got Europe, Kuva, I agree. When you get Europe, I don't think we can go with that theory, can we? Especially when we've got such poor backups in the 17 foreign players. But hey, we'll see. Obviously, that will build and grow over time, but we'll see. I think Ange will know what he needs to do with his squad, won't he? I think we all agree on that. Angelo said Levy got Ange, Madders, Van der Ven, Vicario, and Johnson with a bloated squad as well. So yes, he backed him as much as reasonably possible. I think that he listen, this whole backing managers thing, it's a very subjective conversation. I think he backed him if we're going to talk like that. What I do think is, though, we really did make a mistake in not buying another centre-half. It's only my opinion. It's only my opinion. Can we get through to January without that being an issue? We'll see. Yes. Let me know tomorrow morning. Let me know tomorrow morning to do my fantasy team. I forget every Friday. And then every Friday, I just have Erling Haaland as captain because he was the one I first put through. PH Family said, I don't like giving credit to Levy. Remember, we all wanted Poch, Nagelsmann, Slot. Hardly anyone was calling Frange. I know it's early days, but he made the right decision. Look, yeah, I don't know how that all panned out. Apparently, there was no offer to Slot and there was no offer to Nagelsmann or Poch. So I don't know. Was Ange the one he wanted first of all? We don't know. All I know is I was happy when his name was linked. I'm happy now. So it is what it is. Big up to all the 134 that have liked. There's nearly 350 in here. So come on, let's get that to 200. And thank you. We've had a couple of subs. If we could get that to 11,100, that would be much appreciated. So it's just 14 people to tickle the subscribe button, and the link is in the chat. So big up to each and every one of you. I'll try and get to as many comments as possible. I always do, but there may be some that I miss out because I'm trying to keep up with the time as well. Luton Dan, big up to you, my friend. I said, hopefully the style of football we play, if continues, could attract better players and make signings easier. I agree. I think people will watch how we play and say, I want to play that. I can't imagine many people would look at how we played last year and go, I really want to join and play 10 men behind the ball. But it is what it is. Strasbourg Steve said, Savva, this weekend in the Premier League, which match do you think has the highest probability of ending in an underdog getting an upset? Steve, hang on, you put me on the spot. I'll tell you what, let me find it on my app. Standings, Premier League, fixtures. Okay, this weekend, here we go. I've got them already. Speed of thought. Okay, so Wolves, Liverpool, I can't see an upset. Villa Palace, I think Villa will win that. I think Fulham will beat Luton at home. I mean, would Brighton beating Man U be classed as an upset at Old Trafford? I don't think it would. I think Tottenham will beat Sheffield United. I think Man City will win at West Ham. I think Newcastle will beat Brentford at home. Bournemouth, Chelsea. I don't know. I never know with Chelsea. Forest, I think, will beat Burnley at home. And Everton, I think Arsenal will beat Everton away. I don't think this is the weekend for the upset. What were you thinking, Steve? Let me know what you were thinking. And thank you, because someone else did just subscribe. So it's very, very kind of you. Been very slow throughout the international week for all YouTubers. YouTubers don't tend to like the international period for obvious reasons. Big up. Kudos. Yeah, no more Henry and Savva at work vlogs, but Henry and I work with each other every day. Thank you to the person that just subscribed and unsubscribed. That was the quickest subscribe and unsubscribe in history. Big up to you. Kudos. Yeah. I mean, Henry and I work together every day anyway, so it's absolutely fine. And Henry and I were friends before we worked together, and we're friends now. We're not working together. Angus said, Savva, what's your score prediction for our game versus Everton? I can't see Everton having anything to trouble you. Listen, I say that now. Listen, I think when people make score predictions, you're always going to get some wrong. I don't like it when people go, you said this. It's like, well, yeah, of course. You know, if I got every result right, I'd be a millionaire, wouldn't I? Because I'd get every result right and bet on it. I think you'll win 3-0, 3-1. Everton, I'm interested to see what that new guy, Beto, does. I've only seen bits of him. He looks powerful. I just don't know if Everton will have enough of the ball, and I think you're going to have all the ball. So we'll see. Sker said, big up, Savva. Hope all is good. Give me a bit of advice. Oh, God. Do I add Sonny to my fantasy team? Does he score in the next 3 games? Does he play through the middle? Listen, it's the age thing. It's the age-old thing with Sonny. I'd love to think that scoring that hat-trick has given him the boost now to go on a scoring run. If he does, brilliant. If he doesn't, then, you know, it's disappointing. Yeah, stick him in. Stick him in. Get him through the middle. I might check him in this week. Yeah. I'm going to take out, I mean, in my team, I put Nicholas Jackson in, but I just don't ever see Chelsea scoring goals. So I might have to take Nicholas Jackson out and stick somebody else in. And I need to change one of my defenders as well. I wish Liverpool would keep playing Darwin Núñez, by the way, purely for my fantasy team. I like Darwin Núñez. I think he's underrated. Angelo has said, would have been handy to have Scarlett about now. Well, when you look at it, though, they'll say that you've got Richarlison, Sonny, and Brennan Johnson that can all play through the middle. I'm not saying I'd say that. I'm just saying that's what's been done. Andrew said, if he's not a good footballer, how do you get the number 9 for Brazil? Listen, I get this question all the time. People are welcome to think he's a good footballer. I just don't. I always ask this. What are his outstanding qualities? I don't want to pile on with a guy because of what's happened in the last 24 hours, but I watch him play and he's the weak link for me in the Brazil team. It's only me. It's only me. And this isn't the Brazil of old, but hey, it is what it is. Agreed. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Jamie, yes, you can still be honest. You can. Sean is saying that Sheffield United seem to be our bogey team. Oh, don't say that, mate. Can you imagine if we don't win? Oh, don't say that. But as I said, I will be doing a live watch along from 2 p.m. on Saturday. So join me at 2 p.m. right the way through to about 5 p.m. And then at 5:30 p.m., we will be having the post-match show where fans can ring in and have their say and have a vent or praise or whatever it is you want to do, depending on the score, I'm guessing. I'm guessing if we lose 3-0, there's going to be a lot of venting. And if we win 3-0, there's going to be a lot of praise. So big up to every single one of you in here. Big up to the liking crew. It's got to sound like an MC there. 149 likes, really disappointing. We've got over 350 people in here and only 149 likes. Please smash that like button. It really does help. And thank you to whoever just subscribed. If we get another 11, we can get to the 11,100. And that really would be appreciated. Big up Stacey Littleford has said, Richarlison has a per game average expected goals of 0.33. If he scored 1 goal in 3 games, is that enough to start? Listen, I just don't rate him. for me, it's not just that the guy can't score goals. I think it's his all-round game. When I watch Spurs build-up play, it looks really good. The moment it gets to Richarlison, it breaks down. That's only me. I just don't want to see him at Tottenham. I didn't want him in the first place, so I've been consistent with that. Hey, yeah. Our mate is back. Golden Hammer said, I can understand the inferiority complex of Spurs fans. Every West Ham player is better than Spurs in key positions and a better manager with big pedigree, unlike Spurs. I can't agree more. We are all sitting here wishing we had David Moyes, wishing we had Antonio, wishing that we had Kurt Zuma. We are all very, very jealous of you. Big up to you. Thank you for the comment. Yeah, DJ Green Alert. Yeah, Cess was injured when we bought him. That really should have set the alarm bells ringing. Yeah, I don't know who bought him and for what reason. Like, what were we thinking? Ian, big up said, big up Savva. It's sad what Rich is going through, but it makes it easier for Ange to justify playing Sonny. To be honest, I think it makes it easier for him to justify anyway, mate, the fact that he's not played well. He's not good. He's not played well. Coover said, we still need Richie. He's not a great footballer, but if he can come back fighting fit, physically, mentally, he can chip him with a goal or two. Not for me. Coover, we're going to have to disagree on this one. I just don't want to see bad players playing for Tottenham Hotspur. I'm not going to let the mental health conversation sway me from that. This guy, I never liked him at Watford. I didn't like him at Everton. I think he makes the Brazil team look worse, and I don't like him at Tottenham. Hey, big up, Ren. How are you? Hope you're well, my friend. Said it's an interesting question to think about, but I think there's a lot of stigma attached for people to use it like that, if you know what I mean. I don't know, though, obviously. Yeah, listen, I think it's such a difficult conversation. All I want is if anyone is struggling mentally, go and get it sorted. Forget your work. Forget your money for a minute. Go and get that sorted. For me, the football conversation about Richarlison versus his mental health should be two separate matters. Liam has said, COVID-19, yeah, we won't get 60 million worth goals, but sometimes these one or two goals can be the difference. Guys, again, if you're going to talk like that, then don't want to win things. This is the thing. The big clubs don't talk like this about bad players. This is the thing. I think we're going completely through sentiment here. Big clubs don't sign players for 60 million and then go, oh, well, if he can get us one or two goals. No, the guy, surely you guys see that everything breaks down on him. Surely we can see that. Why would people then be championing for that to be in your team? Me and Lawless. Oh, we had a great debate. We had a really good heated debate, me and Lawless. It was filmed days ago, by the way. It wasn't yesterday. On Matisse's channel, London Carnage. So it's all the London club fans. And me and Lawless went toe to toe. It's all right. We're cool. We're friends. We'll go toe to toe next week when the show is back on. It is what it is. I'll be honest. I didn't understand the question of starting Richarlison. I just don't get it. I don't understand what we want sometimes. Like, I think we all sit there and go, Enoch and Levy have done a bad job for 23 years. And then we just keep justifying wanting to play bad players. I don't get it. Do we want to win things, or do we want to have the best players? Sorry, do we want to win things with good players, or do we want to just be sentimental? I don't know. I just don't know. Sorry, I'm going to have to skip through. There's so many comments I need to catch up. I'm still stuck on 10:43. Some ITKs are saying that we will be going for Chalobah on loan in January. I think it'd be I do. I think that would be a really good addition. I do. I think he's strong. He's powerful, good on the ball. He can play right back or centre half. He's an athlete. He's British as well. I think that could be a really good player. Yes. So I think that's who we've. Yeah. I said it in the last week of the window. I would have taken Chalobah. You look at the options, Dyer and Davis. So yeah, I would have definitely taken Chalobah. Angelo has said young Vuskovic chose to sign with Spurs ahead of City and PSG, among others. Ange must be doing something right. Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a number of factors, right? There's going to be a number of factors as to why, but hey, we don't know that definitely Man City and PSG bid for him. We know they were interested. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. You'll have to ask Henry Wright on that one. I don't want to speak for other people. I don't know. Lots of people saying Everton have a chance against Arsenal. Steph AC Milan has gone Arsenal 4, Everton 1. I think it could be big. Gold K has said he reckons that Bournemouth could shock Chelsea. Yeah, I mean, Chelsea need to get their act together. They really do. John has said upsets for the weekend. Brighton to beat Man U. I'll ask you this question. Is it a shock, John? The way Man U have been lately, the way Brighton play, is it a shock? I'm not sure it would be a shock. I think Brighton could do it. I think Man U look very average. Cue them winning 3-0 now. But yeah, I don't even think he's Premier League level. I think he's really poor. I think he's a really poor player. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The Big D, big up to you, my man, has said, how good does it feel to be so close to having the football club back? Love the show. Keep up the good work. Look, long way to go. There's a lot of stuff going on. Long way to go. But you know what I mean? It's just nice that we're looking positively. And thank you to whoever just subscribed. We're now only 10 away from 11,100. So if people would like to, that really would be appreciated. And the link is in the chat. Steve has said, my upset pick for the weekend is going to be Everton 1, Arsenal 0. The Gunners are winless in their last 5 at Goodison Park. Wow. I don't know. Everton are just so poor, aren't they? I don't know, mate. Can you honestly see Everton keeping a clean sheet? Listen, I really hope this is right, Steve. I really, really do. Okay, listen, Mohammed, each to their own, my friends. Each to their own. If you would like him to start, cool. I was so happy when I saw Sonny starting through the middle. El Dante having a little pop at Angus saying, Fulham score past you twice. You talk as if it's hard to score past you. Oh, don't say that yet. We've got them next week. And if we don't score, these things come back to bite you. You know what people are like. It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, listen, I'll get Lawless on the show. Of course, yeah, why not? We'll get Lawless on the show. He's a great guy. Kevin has said, Savva, I've gone through the most severe form of depression, so I find it amazing these footballers can go out all night in parties and yet be depressed. I wasn't even able to leave my bed. Look, Kevin, I'm not going to go deep on this one, but I don't think just because the way you handle depression, the way someone else handles depression means that there's a right or wrong. Some people put a brave face on it. Some people I remember when I was going through it many, many years ago, I tried to put such a brave face on it, going out, trying to keep up with everyone on nights out, going to family gatherings, putting a smile on. Deep down, you're hurting. And so I think it's a bit harsh, mate. Bit harsh. It's really, really harsh. I think you've got to remember that everybody's going through their own thing. I don't think it matters if they're footballers as well. I think like we always assume that famous people and rich people and footballers, etc., can't go through the same problems we have. They're the same as us, but just with very healthy bank accounts. We've got to remember that. John Langford has said, sorry, Richarlison has to go. Elder said that's like our fans at Man City wanting Phillips to play. I just don't get it. Like, I don't get what listen, obviously it's all opinions, but how can anyone watch Richarlison and go, yeah, this guy, yeah, he brings something to the table. I don't care if he gets 4 or 5 goals or 6, 7, 8 goals a season. I want to see proper footballers. Absolutely. Sub to Savva. Savva might win another shirt. Absolutely. Big up to you. Joshua said, Savva, I saw reports that Saka is suffering from an ACL since last season. He could potentially be out if it gets worse. I don't know anything about this. Arsenal fans in the chat, is Saka suffering from a long-standing ACL? Can you play if you've got an ACL? I don't know. Strasbourg Steve has said, Savva did some digging. Man United are slight favourites at 6-5. Brighton odds to win at 2-1. So you're probably right. That's the most likely upset. I just don't think it would be. If I'm honest, I don't think it would be an upset. I don't think Man United are that good. I think at the moment they're a mess. Now, have they sorted themselves out over the international window? I don't know, but they just look a mess. I agree. I can't believe people are asking for Richarlison to start. I just can't. But like, it's as though the Burnley game didn't happen. It's as though when he went off against Bournemouth, everyone didn't see how much better we got when he went off. It's as though everyone didn't see how much better we got against Man United when he went off. I don't know what. I feel like people are just saying things to sound nice and positive and popular. I can't be that guy. I've just got to shoot with what I see, and I see not a very good player. Future Music, big up to you. It said, hey, Sav and chat. We all suffer in our own way. No time for sentiment or emotion. This is a ruthless sport. If you're clearly no good, you won't play. Unfortunately, there's a lot to be said for that, my friend. There is a lot to be said for that. DJ Greenlow, yeah, I think a lot of footballers are young as well. Like a lot of footballers are young, but you know, depression doesn't get you for age. Depression can get you for age, for any age. I do think we need to be sensitive to it, but that's why I separate the football and the depression conversation. Where are we? Steph ACM said it usually means more problems, more money, more drugs, more disease, more death. Oh, let's get off this conversation, Sal. It's a bit. Hey, it's a bit. Do a big up, 67. Good morning to you as well, my friend. I hope you are well. Addy Smith has said, good morning, Savva. Good morning to you. So the Atlanta Braves clinched the NL East Championship last night. Great young team. Spurs linked to the owners. Is that I'm going to sound really naive. Is that baseball or American football? I don't really know a lot. I don't know who that is. I'm so sorry. And who are the owners? Who are the owners? Are they? I'm guessing they're rich, very rich businessmen. But who are they? L has said Richarlison obviously has something. Hit 13 twice for a crap Everton side. Just need to reduce his role in the team. I mean, are we saying that 13 is good? Like, I don't know. What are we doing here? Like, do we really want to be? Listen, last thing I'll say on it, I just don't get it. Why are we suddenly championing for poor play? If Richarlison was on the market, would any of you want to go and sign him right now? If the answer is no, then why do you want him to play? I don't understand it. Steph has said, no chance you play with an ACL. Once you do on the same knees, you're done, out. Greco Crystal said, Saka is an Achilles problem, not an ACL. Listen, they do play him every God-given minute, don't they, Arsenal? And he's like the golden child down there at Arsenal, so I won't say anything about him. Saka hasn't suffered an ACL. So apparently it's the Achilles. Is that right, Angus? Apparently it's the Achilles. Joshua said, I absolutely agree. Man, you're a mess. Now, listen, that's not to say that you can't sort out a mess, but it doesn't look great for Man U at the moment. It just, I don't know, they just look like they haven't got a plan or anything. The United stand chat was bricking it about playing Brighton. Well, I can guess the pattern of the game will be that Brighton have all the football. I think we can agree on that. Red Dan said, well said, Sav. Not everyone deals with depression in the same manner. Sometimes people would suppress how they feel from first-hand battles. Yeah, listen, I think it's really important that when anyone's going through their battle that we don't belittle it. To just say, oh, I don't buy it, or it's not true, or, oh, they're footballers, or they've got money. I think it's really belittling what the issue is. Everyone can go through it. Look at Robin Williams. Look at Robin Williams, the actor. I mean, wasn't he the most funny, one of the funniest guys ever? Made comedy films, always lively, life and soul, and then took his own life. So you just never know. Yes, John, it is what it is t-shirts when they're coming out. It's coming out when I get to 20,000 subscribers. I'll release a picture of me on a t-shirt with it is what it is. Big up to you. Angus has said, yes, Saka is being overused. That's why I want us to sign a backup winger. Yeah. Okay, right now we know what that account is all about. Big up, Ian Barron is in the chat. Big up to you, Ian Barron. I hope you're well. Mark Cousins said, I find this is the link for the channel membership for anyone on a phone. Big up, Mark. Thank you for putting that in. Thank you very much. Phil Coys has said, I think Ange will change the weak mentality within the players, getting over the line in big games and being able to cope with pressure moments. We're about to find out in 2 games coming up. We're about to find out against Arsenal and Liverpool, aren't we? Let's see. I think the difficulty when we talk like this is you're not going to win every big game. And that's the thing. So how will you be able to tell whether he's changed the mentality or whether it's a one-off game? The only way we're going to be able to tell is over time, right? But beat Arsenal and Liverpool off to a great start. Okay, thanks, Addy. Yeah, sorry, I don't know anything about baseball. The only thing I know about baseball is Babe Ruth. That's the only name I know associated with baseball, so I do apologize. Big up to absolutely everyone in the chat. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. We're going to go for another 20 minutes or so, and then, as I said, we'll be back at 5:30, 6 for a Q&A live phone-in show. The questions are from you, the answers are from me and you. Big up, smash the like button. We are 20 away from 200 likes. We should be getting there, so please do smash that button. It would be much appreciated. Where are we? Hang on. Sorry, someone sent me something. I'm just seeing if who's that? Oh, okay. Sorry. Yeah, sorry. You know when someone sends you something and you're thinking, is this meant for me? And then you get to the end of the message and go, yeah, I completely understand now. Balpinder said, Sav, would you start Johnson on the right? Nope. I would keep the same 11. I think it is really harsh if that front three is changed for either Brennan Johnson or Richarlison. I think it is really harsh. DJ Green Alert. Savva, I got some bad news for you. My missus just walked past the screen and asked if you were Eric Dyer. What? That's worse than the insult I suffered earlier. Big up to you. Big up to your missus as well. Come on, guys and girls. Over 350 of you in here. All we need is 9 more people and we can get to 11,100. The link is in the chat. Please do. And in the next week or so, we will be doing a couple of shirt giveaways. Obviously, we gave one away at the weekend. And we've got a lot of content coming up from you for the next 3 or 4 days. So please do be kind. Thank you, AD. I will go and do some research on this. I don't know a lot about the Braves or the Liberty Media Group. I will definitely go and do some research. I like to go and research when I hear some news. So I will do that. Yeah. Did anyone else see this yesterday? Everton being taken over? I saw something about that on Sky Sports and then streamed and then didn't go back to it. What's the story here, anyone? Jimmy has said there's a difference between scoring 13 goals for a team that's fighting relegation and tactics are just to oof it into the box and hope he gets a touch. Big difference in a club that requires to play. Bang on, Jimmy. We don't agree on everything, me and you, but bang on. This is the problem. I think when people go, oh, he's useful, every move that when you're going forward breaks down on Richarlison. So I agree. This formation needs people that can play, and he can't. So I don't want to see him at all. I'll be honest. I don't. And I know what will happen. The next time he scores a goal, people will go, oh, you're in the mud. I won't be in the mud. I just don't think he's very good. I'm not saying he can't grab 5 or 6 goals in a year, but let's be brutally honest. This is bad. It's bad, I would say, scouting, but everyone knew he was. Coover said, we may have sufficient injuries to need Richie to play. That's simply the situation we're in right now. I'd like to think he can chip in with a few goals. As Coover, we can disagree. As I said, each to their own. If Sonny gets injured through the middle, I would rather see Brennan Johnson go there or Kulu. I think Richarlison is awful as a footballer. He can't hold the ball up. He can't pass. He can't dribble. I don't know what he does. Hey, it is what it is. Joshua said, Angus, I saw reports last night. I don't know how true they were, that he's suffering from something because he played so many games. Like we're talking about Saka again, Bukayo Saka. Can you imagine what Arsenal fans would be like if Saka got injured for the season? Oh my God. Yeah, Robin Williams was I love Robin Williams. I love Robin Williams films. But yeah, just food for thought. Alan Shepherd has said we're all human and all have our own battles. Absolutely, my man. Oh, absolutely. Luton Dana said, my ex screamed at me once that she hurt her Hercules tendon. She said, well, it's a Greek name. Jesus Christ. That's either a terrible, terrible pun or an awful, awful made up joke. Big up. Joshua said, Kate, spot on. We should play him when he gets himself sorted. Keep Sonny. I agree. I don't want him in there at all. I don't want him. Side Dancer said, big up, Savva, great content. Big up to you as well. And thank you to absolutely everyone who's tuned in for the show so far. Big up to D&B Forever, just putting in a super sticker with no words. Big up to you, my friend. Hope you're well. We're now only 8 away from 11,100. Surely you people in the chat will be nice enough to help me get to that level. Big up to each and every one of you. Well, where are we? I think we got to about here. Kevin has said, in that case, Savva, no footballer on earth should be criticised. Maguire is a human too and is a far better footballer than Richarlison, has been literally humiliated on every stream. I don't know what you mean by that. Listen, for me, I think there's a huge difference. You're allowed to criticise the footballer, but I don't think we criticise the man. I don't think you can criticise. Right. There's a difference between people coming on and criticising a footballer for his football ability and a difference between coming on and criticising their depression or their mental health problems. Huge difference. Huge difference. What Rights Wildlife has said, I wouldn't trust American owners, in my opinion, Savva. Congratulations on nearly 11.1K. Love your content. Thank you very much. Thank you. I know it's not a massive milestone, but it's been so tough during International Week for views and likes and subscribes. I think a lot of YouTubers are feeling the pain. Sammy Mockbell. Sammy Mockbell. Is this would, should, could, maybe, rather than actually any facts? Big up. Yeah, you got to tell her off on my behalf. Yeah, we can't be having that. Eric Dyer. Shocking. Here is the link for anyone that did want to subscribe. As I said, we are only 8 away, so big up to you. Mr. Solomon Gamble. Here he is. Oh, dear. Please don't fear. I am here to save your souls. Please, no need to take a knee. I may be your saviour, the one true king of White Hart Lane, but I'm just a man. I don't know what to say to that. It's not often I don't know what to say, but I don't know what to say to that. Andrew Fisher said, fans love Angeball now. What's it going to be like when it's instinctive for the players? Yeah, I think we've got to realise it's still very early days. Liberty Media also own F1. Right, okay. I'll definitely do some digging. Joshua said to Angus, I wouldn't be surprised if it's true. He plays every game and doesn't get rested. Yeah, Saka. But it's not like they don't have options. Why can't Trossard play there? Or Nelson? Or Emil Smith-Rowe? Like, why do they play him every minute of every game? I don't know. Maybe you got to look at Arteta for that. Phil Coy said, smash the likes and subscribe, people, even if Savva looks like Eric Dyer. I can't see it at all, but thank you for the message. Steph ACM said, who's the bigger club, Everton or Newcastle? When I was younger, it was Everton, but I think it would be Newcastle now with the Saudis. Always a difficult conversation, isn't it? Who's the bigger club? Historically, it is Everton hands down. They've won titles. They've won European competitions. Who's the bigger club now at this very moment? Have to be Newcastle. I don't know. Everybody's going to have their own parameters and their own benchmark on what bigger means. We'll see. Yes, this is what I saw. The 777 group are taking over Everton. What can you tell me about them, John? What can anyone tell me about the 777 group? Let me know. Yeah, absolutely, Joshua. Get them likes up. Absolutely. Angus said, keep that negative away. Listen, I'm just saying, if he did get injured, who are you starting there? Would it be Trossard? Would it go straight to Reece Nelson? Somebody else? Emil Smith-Rowe? I was at a wedding the other day with Emil Smith-Rowe's dad. There you go. So I'll put that there. Abe has said, I'm no Richarlison fan, but I have followed his Everton career and he has shown some magical moments. He needs to find that spark. Abe, this is the problem for me. Another player who is a sometimes player. Magical moments, yes, but magical moments aren't what help you in a team, especially in a setup like Ange. You've got to be able to control the ball. You've got to be able to retain possession, link up, get in behind, dribble, pass. It's just not for me. Absolutely, my friend. Absolutely. Jim said, Savva, thanks for a great stream. For a great stream. You and other Spurs streamers are really helping me a lot. out the streams. I will be climbing the walls. I am laid up and cannot do anything. Well, Jim, I hope you get better soon. Jim, fear not. I've got a video going live at about 2 o'clock, and I will be live for a Q&A phone-in show at 5:30 or 6 o'clock. I will be setting that up in the next half an hour. Keith said, this is the first time in a few years I'm confident of Spurs going into the North London derby. Just hoping Romero stays on his feet and avoids a card. We'll see. We'll see. So far he has. Let's hope he does. Blind as a bat said, if players are too thin-skinned to take criticism, I suggest they're in the wrong profession. Listen, we don't know why he's... look, I think there's a level of criticism players get. I do think the hate on Harry Maguire has gone absolutely ridiculous, but I blame Gareth Southgate for putting him in the firing line. Surely you can see he's not played well. You can see he doesn't deserve to be playing for his country, but he still puts him in and then wonders why everyone gets annoyed. What's my thoughts on tonight's poll results? If we look at the results, we've had 304 people vote. The question was, should Dyer and Lloris have been registered in the squad? Here's how it panned out. Dyer only 7%. Lloris only 13%. Yes to both 27%. And no to both with a resounding 52%. So 52% of you didn't want to see either of them registered. Interesting. Absolutely interesting results there. I think it tells its own story. We're now only 7 away from those subscribers. We are going to end in 5 minutes as well. So if anyone could, that would be really, really great. Got loads of comments. Ren has said, Savva looks like an ex-Chelsea youth, now Australian NPL coach. He used to play and coach at my club, Ben Khan. It's taken me a while to figure it out, but now I have. Now I've got to Google this guy, right? Ben Khan. Ben Khan. Images. Let's see if I look anything like this guy. Oh my God, this guy. I don't think I look do I look anything like him? No, Google Ben Khan, people. I don't think I look anything like him. Where are you going with that, Ren? Big up. Anthony has said, the consolation for you, Savva, is you'd put in a better shift at centre-back. Oh, for sure, I'd put in a better shift at centre-back than Eric Dyer. But it's still not a nice comparison, is it? Let's go for the last 5 minutes. Martin, thank you for the information. I said the 777 group owns stakes in Liège, Hertha, Genoa, and Vasco. Very good feeder system in place if they buy someone. Interesting. Let's see what they're going to do. I mean, are they going to pump in billions? Are they those sort of owners? What's the benefit for Everton? Balpinda, I'm sorry, mate. You come in here and complain a lot, I've noticed. The ads are skippable. You just press the button, skip ad. You do realize how YouTube make their money and how I make my money, right? So apologies. You do come in every day as a moan about something, I've realized. Guys and girls, do you know what? I'm not going to flog a dead horse. Unbelievable. Proud to be a Geordie. Unbelievable. You've gone down that route. Good film. Good film, by the way. That's a really good film. Thank you. You remind me of Savva. I get this a lot. I get the Alexis. I get McAllister a lot. I get Messi a lot. Back in the day, I won't tell you what I got. But listen, thanks, everyone. I've really enjoyed the show. I think we managed to get away only maybe one troll. So we're getting there. We're getting better, which is positive. Hope everyone is well. Thank you so much. We're ending the show. Unfortunately, 6 away from the 11,100. But the link is in the chat. There it is. If anyone would like to, please go and subscribe. It's right there. Really appreciate it. Smash the likes on the way out as well. But thank you so much for your support. I will see you. It will be, I've got a live video coming out at 2 p.m. UK time. So what's that? 2 hours and 40 minutes. And then we're live at either 5:30 or 6. Thank you very much for your time. Much love. And I will see you very, very soon. Take care, everyone. See you later. Bye-bye.